What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, the power of negative thoughts. Since we like to talk manifestation and all that, a lot of times people manifest negativity because people are concerned about negativity more than they're concerned about positivity, thus giving negative thoughts so much power. You know, when you hear people say you can say, 10 good things to a person, but they only remember the one bad thing you said. Yeah, that's because they're stupid. And they're going to remember me saying that they're stupid. See, you got 10 good compliments, but all I remember is a negative thing. So the negative that you gave the negative thing power. That's why the negative thing has power. That's why, in some aspects, when you think about religion and Christianity, that is the power of the devil in a sense, That is the power of the story of heaven and hell. You can do a bunch of great things in your life, but if you do two negative things, you're going to hell. That erased it? Wow. Erased it all? Like, all? Everything I did? Them two things, you ain't never coming back, son. So people have this tendency to think that negative thoughts are, how can I say this, are as necessary as positive thoughts. People, shout out to all my haters. Why? You give your haters more attention than the people who show you love. You read in the comment section, and they saying this negative thing about me. They said positive stuff about you, but you ignored that. The minute you saw something negative, you zoned in. I can't believe you said that about me. That's the power of negative thinking. And the power of negative thoughts is that trolls understand this well. Let me just say something crazy. And they going, you see what you see? Watch this. I think you are ugly. You see, they just told me I think I'm ugly. The troll just sitting there, yes, I knew it'll work. Got a personal rule. You say two crazy things to me, I ain't listening to you no more. I'm just not paying attention to what you say no more. Your name don't come. You say something crazy, I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe they're just out of context. Oh, no, you say two crazy things. Oh, they ain't out of context. I ain't got no time for you. Because the negativity, you got people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s still, mid-20s. Or just mid-20s up to the last breath. So concerned about the negative experiences in their life that they overlooked all the positive stuff. When I was a kid, they did that to me, and I just never got over it. What about all the good stuff they did when that was done to you as a kid? You remember that? And it's weird because you can remember the worst day of your life, but you can't remember the best day of your life. And you've had more best days of your life than you did worst days. But the worst days are trauma. And people are trauma bonding. How are you trauma bonding? Because you remember negative stuff more than you do positive stuff. You remember when these people did something nice for you? Nope. And it's quite arrogant. I'm going to tell you why it's quite arrogant. Because when the power of negative thoughts are, and negative thinking is, people do kind things to you on a regular basis, and it doesn't touch you. You become entitled to the positive stuff. But then the negative stuff is what attracts you. That's crazy. Let me do something nice for you. It ain't good enough. And here's the hypocrisy of that. The reason why I say it ain't good enough. You'll do the same to another person to make them do something nicer for you. A person may be kind to you. A person may be giving to you. A person may be loving to you. And your response isn't positive reinforcement. Is a thank you. Is I really appreciate that. I love when you do that. Your response is, it was all right. hoping that they're going, oh, if that's all right, I'm going to top that, I'm going to top that, I'm going to top that, I'm going to really get them. It's like, wait a minute. So basically you out here, trying to scam people by being negative, but you all of a sudden the same person who's worried about the haters and the negativity, and you don't want it in your life. You don't need all this drama. And it's interesting that that's a lie. Because the negative thoughts are the very things that keep you working. You're not having fun unless there's negativity involved. Now, some people will go, well, what about, is negativity lumped into like constructive criticism? No. Because if I'm trying to tell you something to make you better, I'm trying to actually tell you something to make you better. Not better myself, but better you. Like, hey, you need to do that. If you do this, it'll help you be better in this aspect. Take it into consideration. You might want to do that or take that into consideration. If I tell you something that you suck, and because negative reinforcement is, since you don't listen to me constructively criticizing you suck. And the reason you suck because you don't do this, and this, and you're going to be a loser because you don't do it. And if you turn around, I'm going to do that because you told me I suck, I'm going to show you. Then that's the power of negative thoughts. Because when a person told you, yo, you need to work on this, and this, you'll be better, you didn't listen. But when a person told you sucked and you was a loser, then I'll never be a loser, I'll never. And the negativity, for some odd reason, taps into your emotions. It taps into your emotions, and you're ready to ride with the negativity. The negativity fuels you to show another person up. So you're willing to go the extra mile to show another person up, but you're not willing to go the extra mile just to get better because you need to get better. And then when people talk about positive reinforcement versus negative reinforcement, we're living in a society where negative reinforcement is king. Positive reinforcement is looked at as dysfunctional. And that's the power of negative thoughts, because, when you gravitate to negativity, you become negative. And then you infested the people around you with negativity to the point that y'all can't understand. You can't live in a positive environment. That's why you see people who, when you gravitate to the harsh talk, that's because a person can't talk to you regular. That's not what you can understand. You need the dysfunction to actually open your ears up. So the negative thinking and the negative thoughts and the negative talking is actually more powerful than the positive one. But I'm done with this one. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.